Hello everyone. Make sure I turn this up all the way. I'm going to do my video on the herbs, the different herbs, and I have so many herbs that I pulled down that I purchased too that I'm probably gonna do it in 2 videos. So today my daughter goes back. Well, she goes back Wednesday. So today she wanted to spend some quality one-on-one time with me. And so she was like, good afternoon. She was like, let's go get our nails done and let's go get our lashes done. So I was like, okay, we can go. So we go to a place that, well, thank you. So I'm doing good. So we go to a place that's right up the street from where we just moved to. Now, this ain't the typical place that I normally go, but this is a place where it's right up the street, so, you know, it's around the corner. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go here. And then yesterday, we went in there, and she made an appointment for 10 o'clock. Of course, we was late. I'm always late. I ain't never on time with nothing. And so, we go. And we are there for literally 2 hours. And she getting individual lashes, long, just like her mama. I love my lashes. I'm not going to stop wearing them. I got these, which are a little bit shorter, not as thick, but knowing me, I've been went home and double these hoes up. So anyway, so she comes out after 2 hours, and, well, good. She takes her time walking up to me, and she is not happy about her lashes. She said, Mom, look, they not this, they not that. And then they took off my eyebrow right here. So she ain't happy. And she about to cry. And hi. So I know if I say too much, I'm going to make her cry right there. So I'm not trying to feed her that type of energy because I don't want her upset. And I know that for some people, oh, it's just some lashes in her eyebrows, but she like her mama and she gets so in her fucking feelings about stuff like that, right? Greetings to everybody. So I was like, it's okay. Like, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. So the lady was trying to explain to me what happened, and I was like, oh, it's okay. You know, how much do we owe? You know, no big deal. I'm trying not to, you know, make a, well, we besties, girl. So I'm trying not to make a big deal about it in front of her, or period, because it's, your hair grow back, you know. So she get in the car, now she boo-hooing. She was like, I just want it to be perfect. I feel like this is how they did me in Korea, and they should know how to do lashes and stuff like that. And I was like, Azaria, number one, are the lashes that terrible? She was like, well, yes, the space in between this and space. And they took that off, and I said, well, my first question was, did you tell her specifically what it is that you wanted? And she was like, well, I just told her I wanted her to clean it up and take some off. And I said, but did you ask her specifically, or did you tell her specifically, did you show her an example of what you wanted? And she was like, no. And I was like, okay. And I said, well, what about the lashes? Well, I just told her I wanted them, you know, I wanted them thick and I wanted individuals. And I said, okay. And she took almost 2 hours. And she to do this and she to do that. I said, but were you specific though? Mom, no, I wasn't specific. But she said, I was like, okay, now we in another, I took her to another nail place. Hold on. So y'all can see. We had another nail shop. So y'all can see. So I was like, next time when you go, always have an example of what it is that you want. Always be specific with what it is that you want. Sometimes you could tell a person one thing, but they have to see it visually to see what you're talking about. Because when you say one thing one way, it could be interpreted 100 different ways based off of their experience and what they're doing. So could it be that based off her experience, saying take a little bit off means just that? I mean, I don't know. It's all about perspective and how you look at things. And so I was telling her, I said, Now, at the end of the day, all you have to do is get you a little pencil and just draw in where they messed up at. Yeah, it's supposed to be perfect. Yeah, it's supposed to be right. But in life, everything ain't going to be perfect and everything ain't going to be right. But you can still fix it. Hey, you can still fix it. So I said, you can also take that. Hey, honey, you can also take a pencil, fill it in. You can also, you know, if you don't really like it, the lashes is stuck on there for a while, put you another set on there to bring it down. You could get you a short set and bring it down. My point is, there's always stuff that you could do to fix any kind of fucked up situation. And it's all about perspective. I say, see, now you know that when you go and you ask for something, have an example so they can see it. And be clear about what it is that you're wanting. She was like, I ain't think about it like that. Well, thank you. She was like, I ain't think about it like that. They supposed to just, I said, baby, people can be the most professional, best people in the world, but at the same time, people do make mistakes. And if you're not very specific and clear on your intentions, you're not going to get what you want. Prospectively, that's how life can be too. Right? You have to be clear about what your intentions are and what they are not. Because if you don't mind out, you'll wind up getting some shit that you don't even want. And inevitably, it'll be your own fault. So I said, take this as a lesson. Now you know. And just next time, you know. She was like, well, some people do... Some people do lashes and they do it perfect. That's right. Some people do. But some people ain't everybody. I don't know. I just wanted to, and I say it's all about, thank you. It's all about perspective. It's all about you looking at your life prospectively and seeing what it is. Every day ain't going to be great. Ain't no getting around it. Everything ain't gonna be great. Everything ain't gonna work your way. Everything ain't gonna go your way. It is what it is. You could be the best person. Oh shit, let me turn it down. You could be the best person in the world and still not be at where you want to be potentially in a specific situation. That's just like you guys writing petitions and stuff like that. This is a fact. Your petitions have to be specific. They have to be detailed. That's a fact because what you're giving the universe is something for certain. So even though this is about my daughter's eyebrows and her lashes, a fact is a fact that you still have to be certain. Because if you don't tell people what it is that you want, if you don't well, Pepper Jones, I thought I would talk about this. I thought it was appropriate because people like talk about my lashes anyway. They baby doll lashes, they too long, blah, blah, blah. So the irony of her talking about her lashes made me discuss lashes and how prospectively how it all flows together. So I was like, next time, be specific, you know, whatever. So we get into this place here. And she's like sitting down and I hear her tell the lady, because she was going to get a pedicure too, but she didn't want to get it there because she was in her feelings. So she literally go and I get my lashes done. I don't per se like them, but at the same time, they just a little bit thinner and they different. Don't mean it's bad. So when I come out, she was like, Mom, let me see your lashes. And she was like, see, they not thick. I said, baby, I don't need you to critique something that I wasn't specific about either. I just told her that I wanted my lashes done, and the lady did what I asked her to do, and I said I wanted them kind of thick. It's all about perspective. I'm not going to sit up and dwell on anything. If stuff happens, I'm going to always assume that it's meant to happen. And I'm also going to assume that it's always meant to happen that way. So maybe my daughter's lash situation and eyebrow situation prospectively put something in perspective for me. that I can apply and tell it to you. Now, what you get from it is what you get from it. But what I got from it is it's all about perspective and how you look at things. If things don't happen in our life one way or another, if things don't happen in our life, they don't shape us. They don't mold us. They don't critique us, so to speak. I was talking to a young lady today, somebody I read probably about a year ago. And when I gave her initial reading, I wasn't even in town. At this time, I was traveling with my husband. And there are some things that I had told her to do. She didn't like what I had to say. She didn't. And, you know, for whatever reason, she kind of backed off. And I accepted that because I understand I'm not everybody's cup of tea. I understand everybody's not going to like what I have to say. And in lieu of everything that had happened, it made me like, damn, do I need to change the way my message is coming across? I need to look at this prospectively. Okay, all of this is going on. Okay, how am I going to take it? Do I need to be this or do I need to be that? And I'm like, no, stay my course. So anyway, the lady called me and she was talking about being arrested for embezzlement with the company she was working for. I thought it was so strange because I haven't talked to this young lady in a long, long time. So for her to reach out to me, she was like, I just need to talk. I wasn't taking any appointments today. I was just trying to take a day off to do a, reevaluation, work on my herb video for you guys, and then take my daughter to the little places that she need to go because she's getting ready to go to Japan. But when she reached out to me, I was like, well, maybe it's meant for me to talk to her. I didn't know that she was going to tell me all of this, that she had, it wasn't true. They falsified some stuff. She wound up going to jail, but she's not going to go to prison. And it was just a whole bunch of stuff. Her and her husband, he called the police on her. They got into it. They trying to say she was crazy. All of this stuff. And so she was like, well, I did go off on the police. I did act like this. I did act like that. And the first thing I asked her was when she got through telling me, because I let her talk for an hour and a half. This is real talk. While I'm sitting at the other nail place with my daughter that she complained about her lashes and her eyebrows. So the first thing I asked her are, what part of this are you accountable for? What part of this are you responsible for? Because we all play a part in everything, whether it's good or bad or indifferent, right? We all play a part in everything. How we live, what happened to us, what doesn't happen. There's a cause and effect. So I said, what part of you? She said, well, I did act up. When the police got there, I did act the fool. It was about 4 or 5 of them in my house. It only started with 2. So, she was clowning her motherfucking ass out. She in L.A. She was clowning her motherfucking ass out for 4 or 5 goddamn police to be in her house, including the sheriff. I said, why'd you have to act so crazy? She goes, because I was just being passive aggressive and I wanted to teach them a lesson. Well, they also taught your ass a lesson too. So I said, now, what did you get out of all of this? She was like, well, I should have made some changes when you originally told me. Like when we first talked, I didn't. I kind of pulled back. I was trying to figure some stuff out. And I said, I told you I saw something drastically happening in the future. I saw that when I first read you. Now, what there was, meaning this, I had no fucking idea. And the fuck part about it is she works for a civil rights person, somebody that worked for civil rights, and he did her like this because she left. Well, she was disabled. She had to take out. She was stressed. And she was seeing doctors. So my point of this was, I said, wow. So as I'm talking to her, I'm telling her, prospectively speaking, I am the one to talk to you because I had got in trouble for embezzlement charges too. And I took, like I said, I took a case and everything for my ex-husband. She signed a confession for some people that worked there so that they wouldn't get in trouble because they was talking about getting out of in trouble. And what she did really wasn't embezzlement. It really wasn't. But, people can fix stuff and they can put stuff on you. And I don't see that on her at all. I never did. But I also remember all the trouble she was having at work with the guy who owned it, which is really tough when you work for black people and you really want black people. You really want black people, especially a civil rights leader, to be the way they're supposed to be. So anyway, I told her, I said, who am I not better to tell you that you will get past it, you will get through it, and you're not going to prison. And this too shall pass. This too, this is just, I said, maybe you needed something to slow you down. She was like, you know, I'm too controlling, I'm too this, I'm too that, I'm too this, I'm too that, I'm too that. And I was like, So you saying that you want the spiritual work. You saying that you want to spiritually align. However, you're still trying to control your path. And I said, unfortunately, you can't be spiritually aligned in trying to control your path. It's not going to happen. It does not work that way. You have to be able to submit. Not to something, but submit to the universe and everything. So that you can be aligned and do the things that the way that you're supposed to. Because if you are aligned and you do something that's out of alignment, then there is a correction that goes with it. Hello, Tasha. There is a correction that goes along with it. And I said, she said, maybe I shouldn't have handled it like that. And I was baiting him in when I quit and all of that. But what did you expect? Not saying that any of that is her fault. But there is a perspective. We got to learn how to look at everything. Because there's always a lesson in everything. I told her, let me encourage you. I want you to stay focused. I want you to not look at what's going on now thinking that that's forever, internally forever, because it's not. It's just a part of the process. Prospectively, everything we do is part of a process. Sometimes the process is great. Sometimes the process is not so great. But it's still a process. You got to stay positive. You got to watch what you think. You have to watch what you manifest. You have to. Things are not going to go our way all the time. They not. Things are going to be fucked up sometimes. They are. But life is still a process. And nobody is above reproach of it. Nobody is bigger than it. It's all a process. I told her, the only difference between me and you at this point is that I've already been there. So I already know what you're going through. It's a sick feeling. It's a sick feeling. You like, oh my God, the world, the end of the world. Because at that time, that's how you feel. And I'm not just talking about her. I'm just saying in life general. When we go through stuff, we act like we are the only people that has ever, we're the only people that's ever been through something or been through that particular situation. And that's simply not true. What we are here on this earth is to minister to each other, to encourage each other, and to push each other. Even when we done fucked up. Because that's just a part of the process. Nobody is going to get it right all of the time. But the lady in there was able to correct the mistake that the other lady made. So now she happy and she getting her pedicure. So with that being said, think about that. Think about how we approach things in life prospectively, because it's all about perspectives. That's all I got. I hope this reached you in a great way. I hope that you were blessed by it, because I was blessed talking about it. I think it's so important that we have to look beyond ourselves, because we could get caught up in ego and everything else. And that's not something that I've necessarily ever done, get caught up in ego, because I know at the end of the day that really none of this is about me. When you choose a platform, you got to accept everything that come along with it. The good, bad, and the indifferent. It could be your platform to work. It could be your platform to be a mom. It could be your platform to be a good leader. It could be a good platform when you're dealing with your family and family issues. Say, it is what it is. But the thing about life is that we all going through it. You got to respect the process. I respect the process. That's it. That's all I got. If you guys are interested in my consultations, love consultations, life consultations, life coaching. I'm still going to do it. I'm still going to be me. Do not book with me if you are impatient and you don't want to wait, because sometimes I am literally on the phone. I was on the phone with her for an hour and a half, and I talked to her just because she needed it, not because there was a dollar sign attached to it. I move by the Spirit a lot of times. I move by the Spirit. You have to trust yourself to know that. You got to trust yourself to know. So with that being said, I shade to you guys. You can go on to my website. It's www.magicalladyduchess.com. That's MAGICKAL, ladyduchess.com. I have an online store. I pretty much make all of my products and stuff like that. And I do offer different type of divination as far as readings. I'm not really doing the full readings yet. I have literally refunded about 3 people for full readings because I just don't have the time for it. However, I do offer consultations. I do offer life coaching because it's really hard for me to stop and be still when I have so much to do, and readings take so much out of me. So I'm not really doing those. However, like a week like this where it's a light week, I might. Where do I get my bottles at? Amazon. Amazon is my friend, and it be your friend too. Just look at the reviews and stuff like that, and you know, make a good conscious decision if it's good for you, and then get it. And you might be able to put in Amazon. It might send you to another link where you can find the bottles and stuff cheaper, but that's where I get mine from. So anyway, I appreciate the opportunity to serve each and every one of you guys that follow me. I love what I do. I'm not gonna stop what I do. I'm going to speak to whoever listening. That was my goal when I first started doing this channel. I did not think that people would follow me like this. I did not think about none of that. I will answer a lot of my emails and stuff like that. I promise. She said, later, bestie. Bye, girl. So I appreciate you guys. I appreciate your patience. I appreciate everything, because I know I'm never bigger than the people that follow me and the people that support me. I get that. I know that. I shade you guys. I love you guys. And I will talk to you later. Bye for now.